Presiding Officer, in the last couple of days, the Minister has warned, indeed threatened, that if the Scottish DRS fails and doesn't go ahead, it would result in littering in Scotland of 600 million bottles. Presiding Officer, the population of this country is 5.5 million. That would require every person, every man, woman and child personally to litter 109 bottles on our streets, beaches and parks a year. This obviously doesn't happen. So can I ask if the Minister will withdraw this false and disingenuous claim and instead work with the British Glass Federation in order to build on the excellent recovery rates and recycling rates of glass at the current time?
Minister.
The numbers that the member quotes, 600 million glass bottles, is the estimate of the number of glass bottles that are in use in Scotland and are therefore included in the deposit return scheme. They would be in scope of the deposit return scheme and then therefore would be prevented from being littered by being included in that scheme. Given the UK's late-stage intervention that has removed glass from the scheme, this does not give us the scope to work with businesses on glass. It has been removed against the will of this Parliament and against all of the evidence that the UK government has for why including glass is a good idea.
And very briefly, Murdo Fraser.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. How many of the 600 million bottles Fergus Ewing has just referred to are already being recycled?
Minister, as briefly as possible.
Glass recycling rates in Scotland are stuck at a level of about 63%. Equally, we know that curbside recycling does not lead to high-quality glass recyclate because of the high level of contamination and the lossiness of curb-level recycling. Because glass is multi-handled, it breaks and turns into powder. Deposit return scheme means a higher level of recyclate, a higher quality of recyclate, higher levels of recycling, up towards 90%. And because it is such good quality recyclate, it can be recycled into high-value products. That is back into glass bottles, instead of, as with curbside recycling, being recycled into lower quality products, such as aggregate for road fill.